Problem.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling Wednesdays. I'm Christopher J. That's Cellulite. Sorry about last week. A little bit of a mix-up on our parts, but we back here again. And actually, it worked out perfectly, but we here. Will, what's good, man?
Man, I'm excited, bruh. We got quite a few things to talk about. Yeah, we did have to miss last week, but that's okay. That just give us more time to come up with the things that we need to talk about, especially in the wrestling world. Now I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the business, but the business has been heating up in these last 2 weeks. So the things that we got to give y'all tonight, man, I hope y'all excited because there's some hell of a things going on in business.
Yes. And just so, ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Lisa located in the description. And let's go ahead and get the subscribers up, y'all. Let's go ahead and get it to 500 so we can do a $50 Cash App giveaway, okay? Now,
Oh shit, man, we giving away. It's a contest. Y'all make sure y'all get that up, man. Let's go ahead and put some money in somebody's pocket. All right.
yeah, man. But actually, us missing it last week was a good thing because now we can talk about Saturday. Bad Blood, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
If you guys did not see Bad Blood, you missed a hell of a pay-per-view. And how did that pay-per-view started? Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
It went back to the old school day. Actually, before we even get into that, let me acknowledge the chat. Where the hell are my manners? I know Casper was the first one in here. What's good, Casper? How you doing? My guy Hassan is in the building. What up, Hassan? How you doing? Yvette always supporting. Dan, what's good? D, what's good, fam? And of course, I gotta say my favorite for last. What up, April? How you doing, sweetheart? So let's get into this. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, Hell in a Cell.
Brutal.
Now, and we won't be able to. I'm not going to be able to play the clips from Hell in a Cell. We're not doing that. That was a bit too gruesome. Well, somewhat gruesome, but it's traditional gruesome. It's the Attitude Era gruesome that I like, especially when things are not supposed to happen, but it worked out perfectly. Like Drew McIntyre getting busted, head busted open with the toolbox. That was legit, ladies and gentlemen. That was not. He was not supposed to be gushing out blood from his head like that. 16 staples at the end. Yeah, he's gonna be out of action for a while. And brutality that CM Punk endured.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they set it up for him to win the match because he was taking it. Now they try to say he tried to sell off the injury for the fans. I saw on Monday Night Raw. I was like, nah, bro.
No. If I remember correctly, I believe in that article they said that he might be stepping away for a minute because of the injury that he took Saturday. Yeah. The reason I used the word brutal because it was that beautiful, that dangerously beautiful brutality that we like in wrestling, right? That's what put asses. That's what gets tickets. So back in the Attitude Era, when I was watching Saturday's match, you know what it made me think about was we was just talking about Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin with the shot where they got color and you see the cameras panned in right on Stone Cold's face as the blood was coming down. When I seen Drew McIntyre get his head bust open, I was like, oh my God damn. Then I remember, what's the young lady's name that jumped off the top rope and hit the guardrail and busted her eye open?
Io Sky. No, not Io Sky. Kyrie Singh.
There it is. All right. So we getting, man, we pushing back into now. You know, we've been giving all the praise to all these female wrestlers for these last couple of weeks. Yep. But what Drew and what CM Punk did Saturday was beautiful. And I'm glad that they didn't stop the match. Everybody didn't come out in a tizzy. Yeah, he got busted wide open. Yeah, he was bleeding everywhere, but it's wrestling. This is the business. This is why I said I'm excited to talk about this. And also, let's not forget, CM Punk he got some meat off of his head too. So it was a perfect display of just wrestling on full effect. And the Hell in a Cell, the old school Hell in a Cell matches that we missed. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Mankind, Edge, all of these guys, they have put their bodies on the line. This is why, me and my baby, we get into it and she'd be like, wrestling's fake. Okay. So what I just saw with Drew McIntyre and them 16 staples that he
That
got,
was not fake. Matter of
that
fact,
ain't.
that was technically a botched,
Yeah.
and like I said, what y'all saw was not supposed to happen. They already confronted that want to happen, but it ain't stopped the match. But let's give Drew McIntyre credit, because let's go back to the last Hell in a Cell match that I remember was last year WrestleMania, Edge versus the Demon King Finn Balor. Now, when Edge messed around and got hit with the ladder, not Edge, Finn Balor hit himself with the ladder accidentally, or got busted with the ladder. They stopped the match just to sew him up, to glue him up back together, and I respect Finn. He said, "Man, sew me up and let's get back to the business." I was like, "Yep, he's a wrestler's wrestler. I can always respect that."
Yeah.
So, and what Drew did, oh no, that's different. We already respect Drew McIntyre anyway. He just took it to another level. It was great brutality and great storytelling.
Yeah, it definitely was. Where it can lead to, unfortunately, because of that botch, as we call it, because of that botch, yeah, they're gonna be having to take some time. You might see some different performances from them moving forward, but still, did the people get their money's worth? I think every time I think of the business, as a fan, as a customer, as a viewer, did I get my money's worth? And if the answer is yes, then yes. Casper says that wrestling might be choreographed, but it is athletically very real. 1,000% true. The story may be pre-programmed or predetermined, sorry, but what happens in that ring, that's all 100% real. Did you see the clip of when Sheamus came out? He was going back into Vince's, I believe it was Vince's office or a doctor's office, because they got a doctor on site, and Sheamus had
Welch's on his back.
Yeah, with the well, and he was trying to stand up and give a conversation, but he just couldn't take it no more. Yeah, that blood is real. That bleeding is real. You can be at work sometimes, but Saturday, that wasn't a work. That was real. And shout out to both of them for continuing to go on despite it happening. They wanted to finish the match.
Yep. Yeah, ain't nobody losing no paycheck over here. We wrestlers. We going back to the old school days.
If I break an arm, I just break an arm.
And we gonna wrestle through that broken arm. That's how
you're gonna get a clothesline with the other arm.
Yeah, that's why I respect Cody Rhodes, because that when he wrestled Seth with a torn pec in a Hell in a Cell match. So yeah, he's a wrestler's wrestler. I don't care.
He had all that discoloration in his arm.
Yeah, that was nasty, man.
And they took the kendo stick and was driving it right into that. Yeah, it was bad. And hands, what's going on, my man?
What's good, my guy?
Yeah, so quite a few things. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that Saturday night after Bad Blood? Was that when what is that boy's name? Attacked Cody? No, attacked Cody outside the arena. Did you see that clip?
Yes, I saw the clip. That was Saturday, but that was like after the event. So we can go ahead and skip to that. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes after Bad Blood. You can see the I should have had that ready because no one's gonna ding me for that. But Kevin Owens approached, pulled up in a Lambo, approached Cody, and obviously tension has been brewing. And it was only a matter of time. And it just boiled over. Kevin struck him, and dare I say, Kevin really put the paws on Cody. Cody didn't even get an opportunity to what we got here. Oh, that's you.
This is the clip.
Okay,
when he attacked him. Yeah. And it's not by WWE. It's,
no. WWE doesn't have an official clip, so this is all fans, so we good.
Okay, cool. All right, cool, bet. So let's go ahead and play. There's no sound to it either, so we good on that part.
All right, cool.
But yeah, this is them arguing outside the arena.
Now, Cody didn't want to. Cody was not trying to be diplomatic. Like Cody has prevailed, and bing.
Put the pause on that man. Cody didn't even fight back. He got the damn. God damn.
That was how you gonna lose in your own city like that? That's the worst part.
Dog. he put the paws on that man. Yeah, look at him. They're trying to wrest him away. So you think this setting them up for something else?
Oh yes, oh yes. Now I don't think they're gonna do a championship match before Crown Jewel. I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, this is 100% brewing. So I would say I don't know what the card is looking like. I think it's going to be a bloodline, new bloodline versus old bloodline war games. But if you ask me, I do think they will put the title on the line at Survivor Series on November 30th.
Yeah, that would be dope. With the other topic that we're gonna get into in a minute, but the Bad Blood, everything that happened in Bad Blood, everything that happened in wrestling always set up for the next thing, right? With Cody and with Kevin. Kevin has been putting in some work. I remember those days where he used to always go get all the legends and stuff like that. I also remember the match between him and Stone Cold when Stone Cold came back for just that match. Kevin puts in work. We already know Cody's a workhorse. There's no question about that. As far as what this does with the tension between him and Roman Reigns, with Roman Reigns, he got his own thing going on, especially with this whole bloodline thing, and then some other things happen as well. But as far as this goes, though, can I see a potential event match? Yeah. A title match? No. I don't see a title match coming from this, because has Kevin been on a streak of some time to even present himself as a title match contender?
Now, I'm glad you said that, because that was his take in all of this. He didn't want, I forgot what pay-per-view was, Bash in Berlin, I think. They were, Cody needed an opponent. He chose Kevin. And Kevin's like, nah, I don't deserve it. I haven't been on the best of streaks, so I'm gonna leave that alone. And Westcott persuaded him to do it. Now, keep in mind, once you put a title opportunity in front of Kevin, now that heel Kevin is about to come out, and there were times where he was supposed to come out in that match to defeat Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens can defeat Cody Rhodes, but he didn't. He didn't take it. He just went easy on him because that's his friend, and that's been bothering him for the past weeks. So it's like that old Kevin Owens is about to come back. He's about to do a major heel turn. So will Cody drop the title at Survivor Series? I'm not 100% sure on that one. It's a strong possibility, but they are definitely getting ready for a rematch. They already fought. Cody won. This, and I knew then, I was like, a rematch is coming. We just didn't know when. I don't know, is he got to go heel before that second match come in. This is right on time for Survivor Series. But I don't think they're gonna do a match, because the next pay-per-view is November 2nd.
Mm. Yeah. Heel Kevin Owens, definitely a beast. But now we got to put babyface Cody back in, right? Because there's always got to be a babyface in a heel match. During this match, if Cody was to turn heel, I would like it, because I like Cody as a heel. I've seen him do some heel work before, especially over at NJPW. He did a little bit of AEW, but he figured out that he's better suited as a babyface. Will he be able to take down Kevin as a heel, with Kevin being as a heel? I don't know. It'd be a good match to watch, though. It'd be something fun to watch, but I don't think it needs to be a title match. I think it just needs to just be a straight up singles match.
I wouldn't mind a singles match.
Yeah, just a straight up singles match. Give us some high flying. Give us some key moments. Gonna definitely be some good bumps, because both of them can go. But outside of that, does not need to be a title match.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't want Cody to drop the title yet. People think, like I said, Kev hasn't been on the best of streaks, so.
Mm-hmm. Plus, he just got the title. He just got the title.
Yeah, basically, and people want to make this one last as much as possible. Now, do I think he's going to make it all the way to WrestleMania with the title? Maybe, but I don't think so.
They're going to find a way to get that belt up off of him. And when they do get that, now, you can take the belt off of Cody a couple of months before WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, you can give him that belt back. How you work that out storyline-wise, I don't know. But because of certain key players coming back and things that we're about to talk about. Because of certain key players coming back, there's always going to be a monkey wrench in the machine. Now, does that work out for for Cody Rhodes fans? In a way, yes and no. They just got to be ready to deal with the fallout of it is. Because if they do take that belt off of Cody, especially after he just got it, and people have been waiting for him to be that type of champion, and for a while, they take that belt up off him, you're going to have some blow. It says Rocky might take it. Might. But that's what I said. With him coming back, and then with who else just came back? Was that Jay?
Jimmy,
Jay just came back. Jimmy just came back. Yeah. This bloodline thing, it all depends on how this war game goes. Especially with The Rock coming out the way he did. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that bloodline storyline is gonna make it. It's gonna carry all the way to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not that match, Hassan. Not the Cody versus Kevin Owens. That's not gonna happen at Crown Jewel, because at Crown Jewel, this was announced, ladies and gentlemen, that there will be a champion versus champion match, but not for the title. Just not for their respective titles. It's going to be the Crown Jewel Championship belt. One for the men, one for the women. So, currently, on the women's side, it is Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan for the Crown Jewel Championship belt. And on the men's side, you have Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. This is first of kind. This is just bragging rights at this point. So who's the better wrestler out of Liv Morgan and Nia Jax? We're gonna wait till we get a little bit closer to that day for predictions, because I want to see how the momentum is going now, and also keep in mind Tiffany Stratton still has a Money in the Bank suitcase, so she's getting close to cashing in on her. I don't know if she's gonna do it in this month or next month, but she's getting close.
Who's Nia Jax going against again?
Liv Morgan.
Okay. I'm glad you used the word simply, but I am going to simply saying that Nia Jax will win that match, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I hope Robbie not listening, but yeah, Nia Jax got that in the bag. Who was that she just powerbombed on the steps and then threw him into the guardrail? Yeah, Nia Jax got this.
Everybody. Yeah, she does that to everybody.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Yeah, hope Robbie not listening. I'm just simply saying that Nia Jax will win. But yeah, continue.
It's a one. If you really go to her strengths, that's a one-sided ass whooping. Now, Liv Morgan should not have been beating Rhea Ripley, but albeit interference. But that's a one-sided ass whooping.
It was a very controversial to that ending to that though.
Yeah. Now I do like the idea of them using Dominic as a pinata, although I can hear the safety. I can hear those shots. Does sound like he was wearing a vest or like something protective underneath his stuff. But the match could have been a little bit better, honestly. I mean, it had its moments. Raquel Rodriguez coming back, thank God, because you need to do something, do more, keep this women's division afloat. And they kind of slipped up because you didn't ring the bell in time. You allowed her to get a couple of licks off. I think that they screwed up on that part. So I would give that match. It was an alright match. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, just to be nice.
Yeah, the miscommunication with the ref and the bell and all of that shit. If I'm being honest, I would call it a work. I think it was done intentionally, just to brew up some tension, especially because Rodriguez just came back. You need something to happen that'll keep attention on that, because when we call that, you gave it a match of 6, I gave it a 3. I'm just being honest, because I expected more out of them, especially because it's Rhea Ripley. Now, with with who she was working with, she's put out a good body of work too. But this on Saturday, I don't know what the hell that was. But where Rodriguez coming back, yeah, you need a little bit of tension. You got to put some spice on it, right? It's again, we got to remember everything sets up for the next thing. So that ending, the late bell ring, the extra punches, yeah, this sets it up, because now we can get a revenge arc. Now, who we gonna have in that ring, Rock? Good question. Was you just about to bite that bottle?
Mm-mm.
I was just about to bite the bottle, like, bro.
No.
The match was that bad? Like, God
No,
damn.
I was just covering my mouth,
You're good.
but yeah, the match. I said I was being nice. I was giving it like a 6 or 7, but a lot of people gave that four or a 5. So that didn't surprise me too much. They could they could have really did something more with that match. But what happened next? Damian Priest and Finn Balor was a ass whooping that we well, I expected that, and for the record, I expected whoever won and lost. That's pretty much was my prediction. Yeah, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. I gave the edge to to Damian Priest, given that Judge that was going to interfere.
Yeah.
So, with all that being stated, he still held it down, won the match, but the feud is not over. They're going Finn Balor getting carried backstage says it's far from over. So it's like I don't know where this is going to go. I'm going to say they're going to run it back in Crown Jewel. I just think they're going to put a particular stipulation on this match. I don't know which one. Maybe a chair match. Who knows? But it was the match was cool. It was all right.
The match was all right. But look, I'm gonna just call it the Bad Blood card ended on a high note with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Was the rest of the card? Now, if you have to ask yourself as a consumer, what notable moments outside of CM and McIntyre, what other notable moments can you call? You can call a few, but you can't call a lot. Right. A lot of the matches that happened on Bad Blood was really 3s, maybe 4s at max, maybe a high 4, not a 5 though. With this match in particular, the backstage, I might just be shitting on the product, but it is what it is. The backstage action was more interesting than the match, especially when Finn Balor was back there, like, oh, this ain't over yet. Yeah, okay, all right, that's the type of energy I like. But where was that in the ring? You see what I'm saying? Especially because look who you working with. You working with Damian freaking Priest, man. Damian Priest, his body of work alone is amazing. So Finn, what we doing here? You see what I'm saying? You watched the match. It was a lot of low level energy. It wasn't really anything high octane. It wasn't anything high octane. Even the ending itself was just like, okay, cool, good match. You know what I'm saying? Did I get my money's worth? Nah, not really. Especially because with what came afterwards. It was like, all right, that was a good match. Now the backstage action, oh yeah, that's type of energy. Matter of fact, bring y'all ass back out from the gorilla. Come on back here, but in the front. Had this shit out in the ring. They didn't want to do that because they got other things they got to do. But all right, yeah, it could have been more. Like it was just the low energy, man. Like, and I hate because the you know what this reminds me of?
What's up?
Who had that match? Right after Undertaker and Mankind had their match. Who had their match after that? Was that Stone Cold and Kane? I know it was somebody. Somebody followed the Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Mankind. And it was like, how the hell do we match that energy? You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I'm not a fan of them starting the shows with big matches.
Yeah.
Like, I understand you're not gonna put Hell in a Cell as the final match of the night, but come on, you're gonna have Nia Jax and Bailey, which was for the record, that match was it was alright.
It's Nia Jax. It's Nia Jax.
Yeah,
she dominates everything.
Right. So you had Nia Jax to follow that up. You had Damian Priest and them to follow that up. Hell, you have to Rhea Morgan to follow up a Hell in a Cell match. Come on, that's not fair. That is not fair. I don't know why they do that. It's almost equivalent to when they used to start our pay-per-views with heavyweight title matches.
Yeah.
Say that for the end. What are you doing?
Right. That's the main reason why people came to the show, to see that match. You gonna give it to us early? What the hell?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. And not only that, that was the longest match of the night, 31 minutes, 25 seconds. And other one that was shorter was the tag team match, which we're about to get into right now. So I don't know why they do that. They do that occasionally. It just doesn't played well. Me as a consumer, I was like, as soon as I get the what I'm looking for, that's it. I can go ahead, get up and leave.
Damn.
Especially if I knew how the car was going to play out. Definitely got up and leave, or
Damn.
go chill in the lobby until in a concession stands until the next match comes. Because this is if I had to label something as a restroom break match, there's a out of the three, damn. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say Damian Priest and Finn Balor was a Russian break match, and I like Damian Priest and Finn Balor, by the way.
I told you it was that low level energy. It was bad, which is terrible. Your expectations was just too high for it, and for what came out of it, it's just like what the hell. Especially when with what's coming later down the line, you can't just open with shit like that. Now in this tag team match, I'll be honest with you, the brief moments I saw in it, there's some memorable moments, but we all know what happened at the very end of that match, which overshadowed the whole damn show.
Which is, right.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Now, and let's get to that. With the tag team match, it was a good tag team match. So let me put that out there. I'll give it a 8.
It was all right.
I'll give it an 8. Now, the final stuff afterwards saved the match. It's elevated to a 10. That you had whatever, and I'm talking about 8 before Jimmy came from underneath the ring, and now Jimmy came back. Now you had the Rock coming back. That shut that thing to a 10. It's like there's no way I can't. They are avoiding Roman Reigns from facing Jacob Fatu.
Why?
They're avoiding that.
Why?
Because that is a solo match that's going to happen. I just don't know which pay-per-view is going to take place. I don't know if I want to see that in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And I know for a fact we're not going to see it as Survivor Series. So I don't know exactly when that match is going to take place. I don't think they're going to put Roman for televised matches that often, particularly this caliber. This is a pay-per-view match. So I would have to say Royal Rumble possibly.
Would you say opening, mid, or end card match? Where does this match need to be at?
Roman and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is a main event.
Main event, so top of the line.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me talk my camera. Yeah, 100%. Roman Reigns demands that, and where Jacob Fatu is heading. Yeah, this is definitely going to work. That's a main event pay-per-view.
Yeah, 1,000%. Not just because it's Roman, because I can't stand Roman. To hell with Roman. Jacob Fatu though, with everything that he's been doing, putting him up against Roman. Yeah, you got to make it big. Now I'm not going to take away from what Roman has done. He's still a ancient ass wrestler and a person, but you're putting him in there. We can argue about this every time we come on here.
Tell me that wasn't the cleanest intro you've seen.
That shit was ass.
Well, whatever. What you man? How the? Oh, I can't.
It was a clean intro. I give him that. He's still a shit wrestler. Sorry, I'm just not giving it to him like this until he does something that's so over the top. It's just like, all right, maybe I can respect him. Hell, let him get blood. I don't know. Do something. Just stop making him just be your everyday generic from football into wrestling. Put a belt on him. And he's the star. He hasn't made it there for me yet. Like if you look at what Brock did, I know we're rehashing the conversation. You look at what Brock did. Brock had some legendary stuff going on. What's this boy's name? Roman. Who does he have anything going on with anyone other than stars? Nothing. He ain't got nothing going on. Oh, well, he's done this and he's did this gate and he's had this title. No one cares about that. Did you clean out the whole entire bloodline? Did you beat the hell out of everybody? Did you do some backstage stuff? Or do you have that level of dominance? Can we look at you and say, yeah, that's the big dog? We can look at you and say, that's the dude with the vest on that do the Superman punch. That's him. Yeah, That's Roman Reigns. Yeah, that's him. Hey,
That's disrespectful.
that's him. It may be disrespectful, but it's the truth. See, even D is down there laughing about it. This man ain't got it, bro. But you know, in that intro, that's a cold piece of work. That's about all he had for me. That's about all he had.
They're keeping him focused on Solo, but and I don't want to see a Solo and Roman Reigns WrestleMania. By the way, I think we're going to see him versus The Rock finally.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Especially with how everything. Well, before I get to The Rock, Jimmy came from up under the mat, right? I keep on mixing them up. When Jimmy came from up under the mat, of course, everybody already had an idea who it was, but still, Jimmy ain't no small motherfucker. So when him with the hoodie on, with all the mask and all that, and the other, it was like, man, who the hell is that? Super kick. Oh shit! Yep. Oh shit! Then he came over from up under the hood. I'm like,
that's the loudest reception you ever got, but yeah.
Yeah. When the hood came off, I'm like, move, puppy. Yeah. So, oh shit! God damn it! Give me a second.
That's how that Roman Reigns slander.
So you saying my dog like Roman Reigns? What's your address? I'll ship this motherfucker to you right now. Nah, let me not do that because Raw coming here and be like, you giving away my dog. Nah, but Jimmy coming back, man, dope. Unfortunately, though, because The Rock is who he is, it always got to be something big with The Rock. I think they could have brought in Jimmy earlier into the match. That way, let him get some shine. Let him get some skin in. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He came in not too long after that. Match is over. Here comes The Rock, and the fucking place goes bonkers. He stands at the top of the ramp, eyebrows straight at them. It's just like, okay, cool. Thanks, Rock. No problem. What was that belt that he had on?
That belt he has on is the People's Championship. Muhammad Ali's wife, his widow, when they inducted Muhammad Ali to the Hall of Fame, she gave him that belt because he used to call himself the People's Champion because he got that from Muhammad Ali. Mm-hmm. And one time when they went to Louisville, he said it, and he was a heel at the time. He spoke to the family. If your husband doesn't want me to say that anymore, I will not say it. And of course, Muhammad said, "Hey, it's all yours, man. That's your title." And because he did what he did, they gifted him the People's Championship belt, a customized belt. He's the only one that has it.
Damn. So yeah, that explains why that intro was so damn legendary. Yeah, I didn't know that was that belt, but I do know Ali was a huge fan of wrestling. So I never knew that backstory was in. But yeah, when I looked at that belt, I was like, what the fuck belt is that he got on his motherfucker? Now, what you think is going to happen from that?
They will
from the ending with everybody being in the ring and with Rock standing there, pretty much everybody focused on him. Who was in the crowd? Two of the brothers was in the crowd. Was that Fatu that was in the crowd when they was looking?
Everybody ran up the ramp when Rock came out, and there's a video where what is his name? Solo told Fatu, he's like, "Hey, it's all according to plan." So, hey, So what's going to happen is it's going to lead. The Rock is going to be a little bit more heavy-handed in the storyline now. You're going to see him more. I wonder if they're going to have him come out during Survivor Series. Like, what role is he going to play? Is he actually going to wrestle? Is he going to cause interference? I would like to see who. Now, currently.
This is the video you're talking about?
Yep. You heard that?
Was that part of the plan?
All part of the plan.
What a night for real.
What plan you think he referring to? I see his sign says War Games.
Yeah. right now it's to take out Roman and anybody affiliated with him. That includes Jimmy.
Perfect. I like that plan. As long as it take out Roman, and leave Jimmy alone, but take out Roman. I like it. That's cool. I
I'll tell
agree
you
with
what,
that.
the Usos are going to come back. The Usos, they're going. This is because Jay sent out a story on his IG with the shocked emoji or speechless emoji. I see if it's going to be a 4-on-4 War Games match, it will be Roman. It's going to be the Usos, and in Houston, the brothers is wrestling. I think his name is I forgot his name. He's actually a beast. Now I don't think they're gonna pull him just to bypass NXT,
Mm-hmm.
but I do see them getting one more person. I don't know who to join their team, so it could be a 4-4 War Games match, or possibly 5-on-5, and they can find two people, and they can go ahead and use the Rock. So it's plenty of possibilities. I forget what their youngest brother's name is, but it's more probable that he will join the bloodline against the Rock and the current bloodline.
Dita DeGeneres says Solo will probably acknowledge The Rock as the new tribal chief, which would be dope because that gets rid of Roman, right? I like that plan. Anything to get rid of Roman. I like that plan. As long as it gets Roman up out of there, I like that plan. I like it.
This guy right here.
It was
So they are going to plan to get rid of him, but you need one more person. I'm already betting that the Usos are coming back together, but they need one other person.
who can fit though, because the Usos it was three of them, right?
Sami Zayn. I'm sorry.
What about Sami Zayn?
He was part of the bloodline.
Okay, cool. All right. I was saying you saying that Uso like Sami Zayn join the Usos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was part of the original bloodline. So
Okay.
Roman, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus the current bloodline at War Games.
The current bloodline needs to win that match. You know why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because Roman is on it. No, but yeah. Go ahead. Because I'm gonna just tell you straight up. There has to be, I know I'm giving Roman a lot of hell, but let's just be honest. How long has Roman been on top? 3 years, right? All right. This is the perfect time, and I'm only using the word peg because when as a peg board, I'm not talking about the cardio peg that the other people take part in, but it's time to go ahead and get Roman up out of there. Give somebody else a shot, just like they're doing with Cody Rhodes. Knock Roman down to knock or two, right? Now, do I want to see him come back? No, but will they bring him? Will they give him that arc to come back? Yeah, they would. But as being part of the Usos, then is this going to be a teacher versus student thing? Yeah, but is this going to be a thing to where the Usos are going to stay together, or are they just going to come back for this one match? Now, if they stay together, go ahead.
They're coming back for the match because they're going to pull some strings, but keep in mind, Jay's on Raw and Jimmy and those on SmackDown.
Excuse me 1 second. While I cuss out Hassan, Roman was better champion than Cody. No, he wasn't. He was not a better champion than Cody. You kiss my ass. Hell with that. Cody's a better champion than Roman. I don't give a damn if Cody been for only 16 minutes. Cody's a better champion than Roman. Roman don't got no body work. He don't do nothing. He ain't got no money. No bitches. It's just that simple. He just said that to trigger me. Hell, Jinder was little better champion than Choke. Jinder Mahal is a better champion than Roman. He's not a better champion than Cody. Y'all go ahead kiss my ass. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. The hell, Roman. Listen, if Kevin Owens get the title, he'd be a better champion than what's that boy name? Roman. Who else is in the game right now? Hell, Gunther is a better champion than Roman. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all tripping, okay? Listen, if JP was to get into wrestling, JP would be. Listen, I ain't even about to put that lie up out of there. Nah, it'd be an ice cold day in hell with motherfucking fruit smoothies. If JP was to go into the goddamn wrestling world and then this moment numbers, I don't care about numbers, man. Listen, I do not care about numbers. They said Ric Flair had how many title defenses? How many titles did he win? Was Ric Flair a good wrestler? Yeah, Ric Flair was a good wrestler, but eventually Ric Flair needed to hang it up. But no, because everybody want to hear a woo one more time. They letting Ric Flair do anything. I don't care about numbers. Numbers don't mean nothing. When it comes down to it, Roman is ass. You can't. There's not a match. You can. Well, how that statement go? Cam Newton just said it about Shador Sanders. He said, "Point me at something that you can hang your hat on, to where I can say, well, what can I look at to really." Not validate, but what can I look at to say, you know what, that's a damn good performance that makes him a good QB. What wrestling match can you point me to? What performance can you point me to that says, you know what, I respect Roman because of that performance? Which match do you want to point me at? You muted you.
Oh, my bad. A standout Roman match.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, where do I start?
It ain't that many.
Him versus damn. Drew McIntyre. Clash at the Castle.
Drew McIntyre should have won that match.
Yes, but then Solo got involved.
Mm-hmm. So then that means that Roman couldn't win it on his own. So bam, lost that. Next.
But you look at those matches, in some way, shape, or form, you could say there was some level of interference because Hell versus Finn Balor was a good match. I don't like how Vince McMahon that match, but
It's
Hell versus
Vince.
Finn Balor was a good match.
Yeah, it's Vince. I had to go back and watch the match, but Finn Balor should have won. Hassan says last 4 years of Roman is way better than Cody in the last 6 months. Hey, listen, Hassan, I got the big wrench over here, bro. Don't get removed out the chat, all right? I just want you to know something, right? Last 4 years of Roman is him getting carried by Vince McMahon. That's Vince McMahon. Which, by the way, did you see the reviews of the documentary? We got to talk about that another time. But the reviews of that documentary was crazy. But yeah, the last 4 years of Roman, that's all Vince McMahon, and it didn't turn out any too good for him, at least in my opinion. Cody in the last 6 months is better than Roman in the last 10 years, if you ask me. But anywho, what else we got? I know we got something else next. Because do we want to get to the swerve?
Yes,
I
had to
because I watched that whole entire interview on the Breakfast Club.
Yes, I watched all the Mercedes. I stopped at Swerve. I caught the what I caught, and those are good. Those are good interviews. I'm gonna finish that Swerve interview. But let's talk. Let's actually get into that, and we'll open up the panels after we play the Swerve video. But let's go ahead and play Mercedes Monet, ladies and gentlemen. Mercedes and Strickland was on the Breakfast Club a couple of weeks ago, And like I said, I like it now that Breakfast Club is innovating more wrestlers now. Like, and you get to see the fandom and the curiosity starts to pop out, especially with Charlamagne, Envy, and obviously, I forget this young lady's name that's covering for Jess. So you hear the interest and the questions that they ask. So I'm all for it. But this. Um, let's play this first video. This is Mercedes Moné because we're going to talk about why did they leave WWE.
On the sport.
Why'd you leave WWE though?
I left for many different reasons. A lot of personal stuff happened with myself and the chairman at the time. And I didn't like how he talked to me and how I was, just talked down to. And I was like, you know what? It's time to legit listen to your soul and your heart. There was a light that came to me one day and I just left WWE. And my guides told me, and I'm guided to being a 2-time champion at AEW.
So you see somebody like Vince McMahon, he's got a sexual abuse suit, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not the lawyer. I don't know, something like that.
But he used to talk to you crazy?
Yeah, a little crazy. That day he would talk to me a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was enough to be like, I'm out.
It was enough for my source of light to come into my body and be like, you know what, if you stay, that's not okay. This is for the rest of your life. And what are you going to teach your kids? What are you going to teach just people? If you're feeling like this from words after being here for 10 years, you got to stand up for yourself. And that's what I did. There's the same light that came to me when I was 10 years old, being like, this is your sole purpose. This is what you're going to do. Another light came to me and being like, you got to walk away and do something better for yourself. So
and there was no.
Yeah. Now, going back to that day when her and Naomi left the company, we just didn't know why, because we was told that they didn't like the direction where the storylines was going, and WWE released a statement and say we don't know why they worked with these wrestlers before, they had a good match, and the sudden change doesn't make any sense. Now, did I fully believe in that statement? No, I don't. No, I didn't. I did not believe it, and obviously I have reasons now not to believe it. Vince McMahon came at them sideways one day, probably because of the storyline. Just came at them sideways, and they was like, "No, we're out." And I remember you had what is his name? Commentator, not Michael Cole, the other one. Corey Graves, there you go. You had Corey Graves saying like we got Duke and talking down on them. And I always knew back in my head that's not Corey's words. Because Corey would never do that. I knew that was a higher up executive. I didn't know if it was Vince exactly, but I knew those are not Corey's words. Somebody's putting that in his head. I just didn't know. All the details around it. So Mercedes said, "Damn all this! You're not going to disrespect me. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna go ahead and just take my ball and go home." Where did she go? She went to New Japan Wrestling, became a champion there. She's in AEW right now. She's a 2-time champion. So she bet on herself and she said, "I'm out." Only thing I can do is respect that.
I can respect it, but let's just be honest for a second, right? Hassan said that's what happened to Mick Foley. Damn you, Hassan. I was just about to bring that up. But here's the thing, right? Am I going to sit up here and try to defend Vince? No, I'm not going to defend what happened with anyone dealing with Vince, because Vince was a hard ass. Like most people said, Vince talked to most people like they assholes. Let's not forget the fight that he had with Kofi Kingston. Let's not forget the fights that he had with I believe he had a fight with Chris Jericho too, if I'm not mistaken. Not a fight, but like a little shoving little thing or whatever. But everybody knows, especially like that's why I like the interview with Kofi when he was like, Vince brought it to me and I got to give it back. You see what I'm saying? So with her being a woman, and be safe how I say this, with her being a woman, do I feel like Vince should have talked to her with a little bit more kid gloves? Probably so. But this is Vince McMahon we talking about. He probably came at her about the storyline. He probably came at her about her participation, whether her energy, whether her performance, something. Now, in lieu of everything that's coming out in all these allegations, that's another thing. Because when she said he came at me and he spoke out of turn, spoke out of pocket, spoke sideways, it can go anywhere with that. You see what I'm saying? But you're right. She did bet on herself, just like Mick Foley did, just like Hulk Hogan did with Vince's father. I bet on myself when he went to do the movie and Vince's dad didn't want him to do it. Kurt Angle, same thing. These people they make choices on what it is that they think is best for themselves, because what may be best for Vince may not be best for you. I can't come up to you and say, "Hey, Christopher J, I need you to do this and this and this and this and this." And you be like, "Nah, Don, bro, that ain't for me." Well, you're never going to be successful in this business. No one's going to watch you. No one's going to. Eventually, you got to look at yourself and say, am I doing what's best for business, or am I doing what's best for myself? And when it comes to her, I think the decision that she made was right, but I'm also not faulting the fact that Vince is a businessman. And I don't know what that conversation pertained to, but still, however it is that she took it, that's her reason for leaving. You muted, dog.
My bad. I get it. She just had enough.
She did.
That's just what it was. And I'm pretty sure Naomi felt the same way. That's why they both turned in their titles and left. And now, with what we with what we watched from the documentary, it's like I can't say she was lying. I can't say she was lying at all, because that's 100% Vince McMahon. Even the stories we heard backstage, how he buried wrestlers. So, to that, I understand why she left, walked out the company. Now the question is, will she ever come back? From what she said in the interview, obviously now she's not going anywhere. But it has to make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, she's not coming back.
Do you think that with Vince out of the picture, do you think with him being out of the picture, and with how the direction now, with everything happening, especially that we just talked about over at Bad Blood, with WrestleMania coming up, would it be a good thing for her to come back? Let me ask you that question.
Well, it's always going to be a great thing for her to come back. However,
even after this interview,
to that, it'd still be a great, because it's business at the end of the day. However, she's literally has ownership of her own name in AEW. See, AEW is pushing ownership, IP properties, your own storyline. Just wherever you want to go. We will follow you. We'll polish some things up, and we'll get you there. So, and that's where we're going to get to the Swerve Strickland video in a minute, and then I'm going to drop the link to whoever wants to come
that's why I asked. That's why I asked that question, because it's kind of going connection to what he said too.
Yeah. So, actually, let's go ahead and play that video right now. We're going to tie all of this together. Here's Swerve Strickland.
What made you walk away from WWE?
It wasn't my choice. It was just like we got fired.
Oh, yeah, fired. Okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't like I did something. It was just a political landscape of things. It was like the pandemic, people coming out of the pandemic. There was a lot of like layoffs going up and down, offices, talent. Like me and you would have a match Wednesday, you fired on Friday. I'm like, what happened?
Wow.
Like you were literally booked, so you didn't do anything wrong, but it's just like these cutting costs left and right. So a lot of people felt the effects of that, and it was out of our hands. It was out of like Triple H's hands. There's nothing he could do. It was just like it was just so high up. Then eventually we got drafted to SmackDown as a group, as Hit Row, and that's why I was like with Vince McMahon. Finally listening to him now and talking with him. It wasn't very long. I didn't get a lot of time up there, but just that little bit, that little glimpse of that window was enough to like change my mindset to make me better.
Is it someplace you would want to go back to? Like, let me build myself up in AEW, then maybe go to WWE?
No, I'm happy with building AEW. I'm happy with building myself in AEW. AEW is giving me something that I don't think WWE could ever give me. And I'm really I'm really proud of that, and I wave the flag proudly because Tony Khan didn't take a chance on me. You know, he knew what he wanted from me, and he put me in the position, and he was like, now grow. And I'm like, okay, what avenues do I have to grow? He's like, whatever you want. There was no parameters, there was no red tape, and I learned how to just become like a true businessman on top of just a professional wrestler. That's why the mogul persona is truly personified in AEW. It's literally let me be my best self as a man and a professional.
So that's what they gave you. They gave you that. They gave you instilled that entrepreneurial spirit in you. Okay,
yes.
It's crazy. You and Mercedes' answers are basically like identical, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting that he said that because he made his name for himself in NXT. And in NXT, and Hassan, I'll bring you up in a minute. In NXT, Triple H had that creative freedom of wherever direction you want to go, let's just mold it. And that's why, and that's what makes these wrestlers do so well in NXT. Now, to say what he said, knowing that about Triple H, and now to see he's saying AEW, no, it's much more broader. And I'm gonna chalk it up to Tony Khan being a lot younger, and could have more relatability. And it's like, go do what you gotta do. Here, make sure you sign this so you can own this, that, and that. Now go ahead and create your spot. And keep in mind, they say Strickland is number 2 wrestler behind Cody Rhodes. So to say all of that, he said he's not interested in going back. I can understand that. Now, which leads us to another question. Cody went back. And you got Ethan Page, who's in NXT right now from AEW. So that leads to a different conversation about, as a person of color, where you feel comfortable, AEW or WWE. Now, on the press conference, they did ask Triple H about that regarding people of color wrestling. He said, "I see talent." He answered the question correctly. All I see is talent. That's all I see, and the cream rises to the top. So what he's saying is, if you want that top spot, go fight for it. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you came from. I don't care what the pigmentation of your skin is. Go fight for it. Now, I agree with him on that, but I also agree with, I don't have a problem with Strickland saying I'm saying AEW because I have too much creative freedom and ownership here.
You know I like Swerve Strickland, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what he said about him not coming back. Now, there was an interview that Daniel Bryant, if I'm saying that name right, Daniel Bryant?
Yeah. Daniel Bryan. Oh, Brian Danielson is his name now. Brian Danielson.
All right, cool. I like what Brian Danielson said. When they asked him about going back to WWE, you remember what he said?
Yeah. He said it's pretty much it's too Hollywood. I wouldn't go back. There
you go. The way that Brian Danielson painted it up was, that's their thing. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't disrespectful. I'm not saying that what Swerve said was disrespectful, but I'm thinking about when we talking about culture, color, all this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about it like this. You're closing a door on an opportunity that can push you to new elevations. Now, you look at Cody. He went back. Where is Cody at now? You see what I'm saying? Cody is now main event man. Where's Swerve at? He's main event man. But let's just be honest. WWE is a bigger product than AEW. AEW, in my opinion, they're pushing the WCW bar fight status. Is it a little bit more polished? Yes, because they don't have the NWO. Thank God. Jesus Christ, they don't have an NWO. But what Swerve Strickland said in that interview when he said that I'm not going back because I have this freedom, that comes at a cost though. And I don't think a lot of people really look at that. That freedom that you have means that you're responsible for your up and you're also responsible for your down. Now, I'm not saying that WWE won't protect you on your down because we just seen what just happened with the guy with the allegations. I can't remember his name at the moment. But Odyssey Jones. Thank you. But with Swerve, I've seen the talent that he brings in AEW. Can he be a talent in WWE? Hell yes, he can. But before that opportunity even came, just from a question from an interview, you didn't just slam the door. You slammed it, bolted it, nailed it, glued it, put drywall up behind it, put brick and mortar, cement, and then you had the nerve to put C4 on the back end of it by saying what you said about Triple H. It's like, why did you not hear what's going on? Like this is what I mean. And I like Swerve. But to people who pays attention to the business, everybody knows WWE is where the big ticket is. Mm-hmm. Why would you put a bomb? Why would you put a explosive? Yeah, why would you? He didn't. You shit on, and I'm saying that with respect, you shit on the big name. For what? Is this going to bring you anything in AEW? We know that there's a back and forth with AEW, especially because of swapping the star or swapping the talent and all this, that, and the other. But you shit on WWE. You shit on Triple H after this man then put up. What was the answer that he gave? All I see is talent. I don't care about color. I don't care about where your mama came from, where your dad. I see talent. And what did this talent do? Oh, the hell with WWE. What? Did you not just see what they just did at Bad Blood?
Yeah, you gotta be professional. I understand. Breakfast Club will ask you those questions, but even then, you could still say never say never. The door's always going to be open. But right now, I am happy and pleased with AEW, and I'm gonna stay here until further notice. But I'm never closing any doors.
Yeah, but just like D just said, my bad, I hate to cut you off, but I just want to get this right quick. D just said, to be fair, Punk did that and he still came back. We talking about the pipe dream. Damn. The pipe bomb. Listen. Shut the fuck up. Fuck y'all.
Wrong.
Hey, it was a nice show. Man, I'm so glad that we just got the show to the ground because I don't know where it's about to go from here. But yeah, the pipe bomb that CM Punk's, to hell with you, D, to hell with you, Chris, to hell with you, Hassan. Listen, the pipe bomb that CM Punk dropped, man. If that wasn't the greatest piece of work I ever seen,
of course, 100%.
So Punk didn't drop a nuke. All he did was say to hell with Triple H. That's all he said. And
well, not necessarily. We're talking. He kind of on the storyline. He did his job, and wishing Vince McMahon to be dead was a little bit extra, but Vince could take it. Yeah. But it's the behind the scenes stuff. Like you're doing too much. So that was ultimately led him out of WWE originally.
Yeah, but D.D. Jenner said he did that and he still came back. Yeah, but
the only reason why he's back is because of Triple H. Vince was never going to let him come back.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying about Swerve. You put C4, you put a ton of C4 on Triple H's name, and then you saying I'll never come back. What? Why would you close that door on yourself?
Yeah, he's going to regret that decision.
Oh yeah, he definitely gonna regret it because you gotta remember it could be moves made. Let's not trip now because we seen what happened when Vince decided to take over some shit. We seen what happened, and then you said that, and Shane is over there at AEW too. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's been nice.
Nothing has been. Nothing has been finalized. Nothing has been official. The only two people I know that's over there right now is MVP and Shelton Benjamin. Other than that, we don't know anything about Shane McMahon. They're holding that a little bit close to the vest. Wrestle Dream is this weekend, so let's see what happens.
So.
What's up, y'all? Now, hold on. Let me read this. Because Booker T responded to Swerve. So let me see if I can find his comments.
And who breathing into the mic? Jay Wills,
Just
you
Jay was.
But
breathing.
yo, I just want to say, yo, Bobby Lashley signed.
What's up?
Bobby Lashley signed with AEW.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, he did. So, I wish Cedric Alexander did not sign that contract with WWE, but hey,
man,
things happen.
I'm over the hurt business, man. It's over.
Well, they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something new. They're gonna figure out. They're gonna do something new. But let me read this comment. Now, Booker responded by pointing out some examples of current Black WWE superstars and the success they achieved. I will put this. Sports Illustrated in the chat. Look at the Black talent in WWE right now, like Bianca Belair, Obafemi. You know, the New Day. The New Day have won more tag team championships than anybody. Bianca Belair, she headlined it at WrestleMania. Obafemi is a young guy out of college that's doing big things in NXT. I'm just trying to figure out what he's talking about. Now he did respond to the question if it's a personal grudge Swerve is holding on to. Booker's response. So I'm just trying to figure out if it's something that happened to him personally, as far as him not getting the push that he wanted WWE. He felt like perhaps he should have been a bigger star in WWE. And the thing is, to that, some things just don't work out. Now, to that, I will say this: he did his thing in NXT. Here's the problem: when talent switches over to the main roster, while Vince is running it, it's a bad thing. Vince looked down on NXT superstars. He had his favorites. Obviously, he had the Shield. Obviously, thank God he didn't botch the Street Profits. And there are some talents in NXT. He's like, okay, I can do something with this. Everybody else, he'll do them dirty. Like, do you guys remember when Karrion Kross jumped from the main roster? Jumped to the main roster.
Yeah,
That
and he
was
got
so
that was
disrespectful.
that was a shot at Triple H.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right, bet. Yeah, that was so effing disrespectful, man. But Swerve, the like hit row, it could have been something, not to the extent of the Shield or Bloodline or Judgment Day. It could have been something. I can see Swerve as a U.S. or Intercontinental champion. He deserved that. And obviously, once you get the Intercontinental Championship, you're gonna squeeze your way into the title picture as far as heavyweight title. And so, to his point, I agree. Yes, he was being held back. Yeah, because Vince didn't like you. It's not because of you per se. It's because of where you came from, NXT. He wanted everything to be focused on WWE and how everybody's gravitating to NXT. Even Finn Balor went back to NXT. Some main roster people went back to NXT because they knew that Vince was not handling the storyline with a level of care. So that's why Swerve is not big as he is. It has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with Vince being Vince. Now, let me see this. And Book, he adds additional context through his own experience having been with WWE for 20 years. I hate that we're still talking about this race thing as far as, what WWE is doing with black folks. And I say that with all sincerity because I'm black and I've been working for the company for a long time. And I know how I've been treated for the last 20 years. Here's the thing. We can all say that Booker T is goated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't say that about Swerve. Not yet, at least. He's number 2. They are ranked up number 2 best wrestler in the world behind Cody Rhodes.
Oh wow.
Mm.
But goated, Booker T was goated before WWE. So obviously they're going to treat you with. They're not going to botch. You're not going to botch Booker T. That ain't happening. So Swerve, I really think he just jumped. That was a. He's still young, but that was a bad move. That's you don't burn bridges.
Uh, Well, first, salute to the panel and salute to everybody. I don't think that's a burned bridge because stuff probably happened behind the scenes he's mad about. And AEW made him a main event star.
Correct.
In a faster way than WWE because WWE had him a little bit longer. So, of course, he's going to feel the way he's going to feel. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, doesn't mean the door is closed. No, give him 10, 12 years, then he might come back. Because look at Goldberg, his first run WWE was bad. Yeah, they gave him the title, but it wasn't like they didn't build him up. It took 16 years later, and they got it right. Kevin Nash returned in 2003. He didn't get the title, but he had a decent storyline. They still buried him in a way. Scott Steiner, well, that's his own actions. He wasn't physically prepared, So it doesn't mean I don't think the bridge. Okay, they could be mad right now, but in the next 10 years, you never know. And the way Tony Khan is treating Strickland, he's treating him like a superstar, like a main eventer.
Because he is.
Yeah, he is. He had a decent run as a world champion. So
that's go ahead. Go ahead, son.
My bad. Number 2, the Hurt Business, believe it or not, that idea came from TNA because TNA had to beat down Clan. MVP, Low Key, Samoa Joe, then Bobby Lashley came in later. So that's like when WWE came out with the Hurt Business, that's like another version of the beat down Clan or whatever from TNA. Now AEW is gonna use a different name, but similar to what TNA started. And number 3, hopefully TNA doesn't mess this up. So we'll see how they play it out with the beat down Clan. I think if Bobby Lashley is signed, he might debut this Saturday or Sunday at Wrestle Dream.
Man, I think Swerve's just mad because WWE not giving him main event money because you ain't a big draw like that, bro. You ain't a main eventer on a WWE level, at least not yet. You are. If he were to go back, he's Intercontinental Champion at best. So why would WWE pay you main event money when you just a mid carder right now?
Wow.
Damn.
That was harsh, man.
All right, I'm back. My bad.
No. In AEW, he's a main event.
No. AEW, yeah, but AEW's not on the level of WWE. AEW's like playing in the G League.
But AEW has a big back and they're $1 billion. Oh, and they own the Jaguars, the same owner, So
yeah, they got money to burn. I get it, but y'all, like I said, AEW is basically the G League. WWE is the NBA.
Now, Joe, I don't know if Shell heard you about Swerve Strickland, but can you tell him what you said?
Oh, I said Swerve is mad because WWE, he wants that main event money from WWE, and WWE say you're not a main eventer. At least not now, you're not.
I can believe that.
You're Intercontinental Champion at best.
Yeah, I can believe that because you gotta look at the scope of what it is, right? The scope of what it is. He's not Kenny Omega. You're not. Sorry, you're just not. You're not Kenny Omega. Sorry. You're not Chris Jericho. Sorry. Your body of work from NXT, which was good, but we also look at the scope of what you did. Now, let's just be honest. When you come from another company, they look at what you did over there. You don't just come in and be like, "Oh, you're just a good person." Look at Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
No, they knew what he was when he walked through the door because of how big he was over there at WWE. They ain't stupid now. Even what they about to do with Bobby Lashley, they knew that the body of work that man put in. And if you don't remember any of his matches, you need to go get from up under a rock and go hit yourself upside the head. But with Swerve, it's just like, all right, bro, you just caught a few staples in your back. Congratulations. What else you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta prove yourself, man.
You gotta prove yourself. I'm not talking about just taking bumps either. It's all about how you handle business professionally. Are you protecting the business? That's the question. And the business is you got to serve up to the big dog. Now, when I want to take y'all back to WCW when they was having the Monday Night Wars with WWE. Now, let's take Swerve, put him in that time, and put him on an interview in front of some camera with a big audience. If Swerve said what he said about Triple H during the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWE, then yes, I like it. That's adequate heat. I like that shit talk. But today, who you competing with? What other promotion is out there right now in America that's really putting up numbers like AEW and definitely not putting up numbers like WWE? Nobody. Now, you can go Ring of Honor if you want. Okay, that's great. Ring of Honor is great. That's Booker T's thing, right?
No,
cool.
No, Booker T's reality of wrestling.
Reality of wrestling. Well,
Ring of Honor is like AEW, like
that's
we treat like NXT, like how
that's AEW's Sunday Night Heat.
Okay, so but yeah, why would you already know we got a bad relationship with them? I'm not gonna say bad. We have a competitive relationship with WWE. What the hell you doing over there talking shit? But then again, it's Tony Khan. Remember that thing I said about that creative freedom? You are good to do whatever you want to do, but that means with the good and the bad, you have to accept the responsibility. Cool. So now Swerve go do this interview. It was a hot shot that you just took at Triple H. When you bring your ass back to this square circle, come whatever match you got coming up, you better be able to prove everything that you said, all the doubts, all the expectations. You better be able to blow it out the water the next time we see you on TV. Because if not, you solidify why people feel in WWE about you the way they feel. And that's the responsibility he now holds.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right on that. But what if WWE don't let him do a lot of stuff? Like they limited his stuff. They also can do that.
WWE or AEW?
WWE. Let's say he goes back one day and he's a bigger star, like Cody and whatever. Because don't forget Vince. Well, back then he didn't let superstar do some stuff in the ring, and Johnny and the other producers. No, you can't do this. You can't do that. If WWE lets him do whatever, then he might have a shot. Like,
the only person who had true creative freedom. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Jay Wills. My bad.
Oh, I was going to say Triple H. He lets these guys sink or swim. He lets them sink or swim on their own now. He don't do the Vince McMahon. Oh, this guy's a star, so you got dim your light so this guy can shine. Triple H is either you go out there and you either show the people you the man, or you gonna be out the door.
Now, come on, let's not forget Triple H used to bury superstars back in the day. He still has that. You know?
That was wrestler Triple H.
We're talking about businessman Triple. We're talking about businessman Triple H now.
Wrestlers gonna do what they gotta do to stay on top. It's what it is. But as a businessman, Triple H is way more fair as a businessman.
Okay, now here's the question: how long do you think TKO is gonna keep Triple H? Another 5 years?
For as long as he wants to be there.
No. I mean, I know he wants to be there for a long time, but because TKO might fire him, like we don't need this guy no more.
No,
they might.
That would be stupid. Who you gonna put in place? Who you gonna put in place of Triple H?
Because remember, they own UFC, and they're still letting Dana White run that.
I was just about to say, you think Dana White about to run wrestling? Yeah, okay. How fast do you want the WWE to go belly up? Just take your time. How fast? Now, don't get me wrong. Can the Ferretta, whatever their name is, can the brothers step in with Dana and put on the okay product with WWE? Maybe. But if anything happened to Triple H, I put money on it. They would go ask The Rock before they go ask Dana.
That's facts. That's facts.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, he's already in the board of directors,
so why bring in Dana? Why get rid of Triple H? The biggest thing that needs to happen right now with Triple H, one, he needs to stay healthy because we already almost lost Triple H with that heart that he got. He needs to sit his ass down somewhere. We know Vince ain't coming back. With this thing with Swerve, if Swerve even tried to beg to come back, would Triple H let him come back? Me, if I was Triple H, hell no. You was talking all that shit over there. Go prove yourself over there. You talking all that shit.
Mm-hmm. The only person I can see. Oh, Oh, the only person I can see is probably Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels doing what? Running WWE or what?
That's the
Doing
only
boxing?
person I can see them asking because he's running NXT. You know, Shawn Michaels is doing his thing down in NXT. If they do let Triple H go, the only other person I can see them asking is Shawn Michaels.
No.
I don't see them asking nobody. I don't really see nobody else really taking over like that.
You have Tom Pritchard. He's a decent one. He's been there for a long time.
He has, but but we still on the letting go aspect. Triple H is too much of an asset to let go, right? We already got enough with Vince getting out the way, and thankfully enough, Triple H has been doing this long enough to where even with Vince being out the way, Triple H was like, "Bet, see you later, old man. I got this." You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If Triple H has to get out the way, Shawn Michaels stepping up would be an okay thing, but he got his thing going on with NXT. Now, if you do bring up Shawn Michaels to run both NXT and WWE, you just putting more stress on that man than what he needs. Do we really want another Shawn Michaels back from in the 60s? No, we don't need that. We're straight. You see what I'm saying? So the best thing right now is to leave Triple H where he is. But to get back onto this Swerve Strickland thing and anybody else that's just like him, because now I really want to see what they're about to do with Bobby Lashley. Is he about to go over there and talk shit? I doubt it, because when Bobby Lashley was out here doing MMA, he never said nothing negative about wrestling, because Bobby Lashley is a professional, and that's where I think the professionalism has to come into play. Even if you don't like the business, you still protect the business. You see what I'm saying? What happened to Hassan?
Oh, I don't know.
Damn, he must have been a Roman Reigns supporter. That makes sense.
but even with that Bobby Lashley, they had an interview with him, and he talked about Triple H, and people took it out of context, and he came back and cleaned it up too. Like,
what did he say?
Basically, he was basically saying because why he left, because he wasn't like really getting the opportunities like that. Like, he didn't want to be in the mid card; he wanted to be in the main events. And he said him and Triple H don't have a close relationship like him and Vince McMahon do. And certain things like that. Things of that nature. And then came...
Go ahead, my bad.
No, you go ahead.
I'm just eating. Go ahead.
Oh, then like people, like I said, people took it out of context like Triple H did him dirty or anything. He came back like, nah, he don't got no beef with Triple H. He don't got no problems with him. You know what I'm saying? He just don't know him like that.
That's because people are trying to go with that angle that Triple H is a racist. And man, let me just say this right now. Triple H is far from a goddamn racist. I don't care how many times people show me that clip with Mark Henry walking out and Triple H doing like the little monkey dance, whatever. Man, that don't mean nothing, bro. Triple H is a professional as hell. Now, did he rub some people the wrong way? Do we really need to talk about Montreal again? No, we don't need to talk about Montreal again. But it still is business, though. You got to protect this business. And even with Bobby, like you said, Bobby Lashley came back to clean it up. That's protecting the business. Him and Triple H wasn't close like that. You look at who brought in Bobby. It was Vince.
Yeah. He was definitely a Vince guy. Vince loved Bobby Lashley, bro.
Yeah. Even when he went out to do fighting, when he came back, it was Vince that brought him back. So what we doing? You know what they say to Undertaker when he supposedly dropped Hogan on his neck? Yo, man, you don't hurt the goose. Don't do that.
Yeah.
He ain't like, man. Swerve, man, that was messed up. But now, like I said, the expectations on your shoulders, bro. You better back up everything. Next time I see you on TV, Chris, that's just like one of your employees be like, man, to hell with Chris. Oh, to hell with me? Oh, all right. Then I see you out here in the street, I don't know, on another job, and you be looking like, oh, remember to hell with me. Remember, I made sure your paycheck was straight. I made sure your hour was straight. I made sure you got all the training. Let's see how you doing this next job. 2 days later. Hey, Chris, you know, man, it's rough out here. What that mean?
Yeah.
Hey, man, Chris, man, it's rough out here, bro. I know I said some things, but you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't work nowhere else, bro.
I ain't mean it, brother. I ain't mean it. No, I was just joking, man.
All right. What I can help you out, bro?
But hey, I don't want to derail real quick. I got a present for Christopher J. I send it to you on IG. It's a dream match of yours. Sting versus stunning Steve Austin. You're finally gonna see a match.
Keep in mind we have the managing mods badge, and you about to lose yours. You don't knock it off. But I'm not interested in no Sting. And you say
Did he say a dream match?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you're a Roman Reigns supporter. That's that bullshit that you pull. See what happened? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, Stone Cold versus Sting.
Yeah, no. You said stunning Steve Austin. I heard you the first time. I heard it.
Yeah, but that's the closest we ever gonna get. So,
all right, you ever been booted? You ever been booted off a platform before? It's about to happen. It ain't gonna be me. Yeah, you know that conversation that we were just having. Hey man, hey Chris, it's real rough out here, bro. Jay Will's gonna be sitting back, tighten up the boats. Yeah, like, hey, what's up, Hassan? Hey, this wrench look real familiar, don't it? Oh man, you don't mess with the money, bro.
And then if you do try to come back now, they're gonna pay him less than what they would have paid him.
Who, Swerve?
Yeah,
He gonna get less.
They're gonna offer him less than what they would have paid him.
I wouldn't go that far because that's just bad business, and that's the ultimate slap in the face. It's like you don't even entertain those. You think you're gonna do that. That sounds like something Vince would do, but I'm not gonna put that on the current president or Triple H.
Yes, it's better for Strickland to stay with AEW for now and build himself. Stay there for at least 5 years, then he should be good.
I think he's an AEW lifer.
And in those 5 years, he better put up a body of work. Now, who in AEW is his rival? Is this why Bobby Lashley? Is this why Bobby Lashley just came to AEW?
Shoot.
And then do you
put up? Bobby is one-sided.
Extremely one-sided. You know that ass whooping I was telling you about? Hey, Chris. It's real rough out here, bro. Oh, you need to come back? Okay, cool. Well, listen, I need you to go work one day with my mans. Oh, yeah, I'll work anything. What you need me to work, Chris? Yeah, my man's Bobby over here. That big motherfucker over there. I need you to go work with him. What you? I can't work with him. Oh, you gonna work with him?
But Strickland did have a good match with Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson. I mean,
you're never gonna go wrong with Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the World Ends pay-per-view back in December.
Cool. 5 years from now, who we go against?
Oh, 5 years from now.
If you can pick somebody from NXT that can go over there to AEW, who are you going against?
And that's damn.
He put a target on his own back. I tell you, man, this was bad for him. This was bad for business because you didn't protect the business. You shit on the business by saying that you are better than what WWE potentially has to offer you. This was a bad move. What's the girl's name that did the interview with him?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. At least she said the correct thing. I'm doing what's good for me, and I ain't got nothing against them other than the fact that Vince said something out the way to me, and I respectfully turned in my title and I walked away. Her and old girl that left with her too. Naomi. But then here come this fool, this big back, and I'm saying this for a reason. Here come this big black fool to walk his ass, big back black fool to walk his ass up in there saying, yeah, girl. Yeah, there's Triple H. Fuck him, nigga. What? Okay,
but hey, but it got people talking now. His name is out there.
But Hassan, here, let me break this down to you. I'm a bridge builder. All right, I build some of the best immaculate bridges ever, but I don't build bridges like Chris and Wheels Bridge Building Company, right? But I'm a good bridge builder, right? So then here I go work for the sub company for Chris and J Wheels Bridge Building Company. I do a pretty good job over there. right? But then here I come. I'm about to go work for Hassan and Rail. Now I'm gonna go work at Hassan and Rail because I didn't like the sub company that I worked at, Chris and Jay Will, right? But then here comes an opportunity. An interview comes around. Hey, so hey Will, I got a question for you. So what do you think about Chris and Jay Will? Man, fuck Chris and Jay Will. It's like, oh, you a bad motherfucker, all right? And now when I come back to work for Hassan's Bridge Building Company, the first bridge I build failed, and the second bridge failed, and the third bridge failed. Not only am I fucking up my name, I'm fucking up your business. So guess what you got to do? You got to fire my black ass. If Swerve don't do good at AEW, not only is he getting let go by AEW, but you ain't got no chance in hell to take your ass over there to WWE.
Well, he still has 3 other options: Japan, TNA, Mexico.
Man, he gonna be right there with TNA.
Exactly.
He's gonna be right in TNA. He gonna
be over there. Yeah, he's gonna be over there at TNA with the world heavyweight champion being Jay Prince for president. That's exactly what's about to happen.
God damn.
Why?
Or Billy Corgan, NWA. He might take him.
I don't know. You tell me. JB gonna come out with that EBT child support belt. And it's gonna be over. Swerve ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Wait, do you guys know his contract when his contract ends or no?
Who, Swerve?
Swerve?
Yeah.
His contract ended when he did that interview. He just don't know it yet.
Hold on.
I gotta look up. I don't know when he signed his AEW deal or he signed an extension, but let me see.
Oh yeah, he did sign a new contract. Damn.
Oh damn.
150 million. Holy shit.
How much he signed for?
150 million.
Swerve did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony Khan.
Hey. Exactly. Look at Chris.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So he got 150 million for how many years?
Hold on.
Probably like a 5-year deal.
Something like that, yeah.
I know you.
Oh no. Through September 2029. So yeah, maybe 5 years. Yeah, 5 years.
150 million for 5 years. How much? I'm not good at math. How many million is that per year?
So after this deal, he's definitely getting a big push in AEW.
They got to. They after that, damn.
They fucked up.
Shit, Tony Khan be out here throwing money at people, man.
So that's why he said what he said. So he's good, unless he spends it all.
He ain't good, bro. He got to spend that money. He got to spend that money, so he ain't got to put no knee pads on. That's his best option, bro. That's what Swerve is headed. Swerve is headed for the knee pad championship. I'm telling you, it's gonna be over. And them knee pads gonna be polished, and they're gonna be gold, and they're gonna be sparkling with jewelry all over them. It's over for Swerve, bro. I don't see why you would do that. Well, no, but that is me, man. Y'all got you don't do that. And me, as a fan of old school WWE and old school WCW, I don't know what the hell they're doing over there at TNA, but they got it. That's the retirement home of wrestling. But yeah, that was a bad look. Just as a fan, that was a bad look. And you know what? That's one person I can say is better than Roman Reigns. I mean, sorry, Roman Reigns is better than he's better than Swerve. Because Roman Reigns is a piece of shit.
But did you guys knew? I just found this out the other day. Kofi, Xavier, and Big E contracts ends in 2 months.
They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard if they resign or anything.
Man, Triple H gonna make sure they ain't going nowhere, man.
Yeah, they're gonna go to Christopher J's Wrestling Academy. That's exactly where they're going.
Yep. And they're gonna be superstars in the making. I'm trying to find out how much his contract is really worth. Now
you still on that?
Yes.
He said yes. I need to know.
see,
Oh man,
See that?
what's that? Which is valued at $150 million. Swerve could be seen happily signing the contract on his phone in the convention hall. The news comes just as AEW announced deal with WBD, which is valued at $150 million. That's a deal with WBD. That don't mean it's his contract.
No, but
is WBD under AEW or how they like to change the name of the title? Because I know he signed through 2028. That much I do know.
but it's part of his contract. That's the thing.
Well,
Dita DeGeneres says, I think AJ is going to AEW. AJ Styles?
stop it.
Nah, he's a lifer. He's staying in WWE the rest of his career, son. And he's on the tail end. He's about to be on his way out.
So yeah, why would he go to what Dita DeGeneres? You're gonna have to substantiate that. I don't see why. Okay, I don't see why.
AJ Styles about to get that part-time deal.
Wally World, what up? Yeah, that doesn't even that make about as much sense as Swerve talking shit about Triple H.
Salute, Wally.
No, that ain't gonna correlate.
And they be letting him go home to his family and whatnot. Spend more time with his family. He ain't going to.
Because he's friend with Kenny and the Bucks. That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing.
What
that mean?
Wait, is WD is that like a cable company?
That's the that's just with like TNT. It's like some deal they got with him.
WBD is Warner Bros. Discovery, right?
I think so. I know AEW just got a new TV deal.
Man, this nigga did not show up in the goddamn Black Panther. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
What y'all talking about?
Swerve Strickland, bro. You like a fool, bro. Like,
you talking about at All In?
Yeah. And I want the best for him. But Jesus Christ, bro, what we doing? All right, no problem. The realest Swerve Strickland, boy.
Yeah, they're not going to say it, but $150 million. God, Jesus, I would not leave neither.
150 million miles be trash. I mean, shit. If that's the case, let me go hit the weight room. Fuck. Let me cancel November. Let me go hit the motherfucker. I'm pretty sure I could put on there. Like, the last thing did he just take like 8 staples to the back? I could take a few staples. It ain't that much. Oh wait, it's right there. I found it. Hold up. This was October 7th, 2024. Hold on. Let me pull it up because I was looking for it. It says Swerve Strickland officially finalizes one of the most lucrative wrestling contracts in the industry. Let me share the screen. Screen share.
It's not.
All right, so it says at LA Comic-Con over the weekend, Swerve Strickland officially signed his AEW contract, called the contract one of the most lucrative wrestling contracts in the industry. Shout out to the man Tony Rica for making this happen, and my homie Zombie Juice and Flash Garments. AEW, it don't have a dollar amount on it though.
Yeah, it's just I got the link that says it's signed. He signed through 2028. Because 150. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I really, granted, he was world champion, so I could somewhat see that. But do you know how many wrestlers deserve $150 million before him?
Not Roman Reigns.
Oh.
God damn it!
Not Roman Reigns. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna say Roman Reigns? Try it again. No. Y'all still have not convinced me. Wait. Nope, there's still no amount. I didn't look up 4 different articles. There's still no one
Main
on.
slander is
Yeah.
wild.
Cody Rhodes deserve $150 million.
We agree.
Okay, cool. I give Roman Reigns like 25. What? Yeah.
25.
Shit,
I said
25.
100. I said 100. 25.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 25, 25 million sound about right.
Because I remember Seth was getting like 12 million, and I remember a couple other ones are getting around that same amount. But usually they don't reveal contracts in wrestling. Usually, so yeah, they're gonna hold that strictly to the vest. But I'm pretty sure it'll come out eventually.
That's why I don't believe it, because why are you announcing it? I just sound the best contract ever, nigga. It's like okay. Great. You know, there was this contract that was signed by Bret Hart with Vince McMahon. Y'all know about that?
Yeah, 30-year deal.
Yeah.
And what happened to that contract? I just want to know what happened to that contract. So let's say he did sign 175 million, 150 million, right? Let's say that. Right. Let's say 3 months from now, for some reason, every time Swerve Strickland come on TV, his performance is trash, right? Do that $150 million still stick?
No.
Hell no.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I could have swore Bret Hart was like one of the most premier wrestlers. Hold on. All right. Do anybody know the amount of Kevin Owens' last contract?
Something 20, 30 million.
Swerve Strickland's new contract is reportedly one of the most lucrative in professional wrestling today. According to Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer, Swerve's deal surpasses the last contract signed by Kevin Owens with the WWE, which was worth $3 million annually by its final year. So whatever Kevin Owens' last contract was, that's what his contract is worth more than that, just a little bit. So he ain't getting no 150. He ain't getting no 150. Now, hell no. If he getting 150, then I need Christopher J to go get back in the gym, and I'm about to be his manager. Fuck that. I don't know what the hell going on. No,
that sounds crazy.
150 million. No. We about to have a tag team champion between Jay Wills and Christopher J. And that, listen, you get double the money. Hell no. 150 million. No.
But he does have 5 years to improve himself.
That's cool. How much is he?
150 mil. First year, I'm gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
hey, you might have to take a few Mexican supplements, but it's 150 mil.
Yeah. But hey, to be fair, Mark Jindrak, when he went to Mexico, he had a decent career. He made good money, traveled. Remember Mark Jindrak?
No, I remember Mark. You know what? He sound more famous than Swerve Strickland. I know that much.
Well, in Mexico, he is. No. He used to wrestle for WWE. He came from WCW.
Yeah, I remember Mark Jindrak. He was teamed up with Garrison Cade. Yep. And then they ran the Reflection of Perfection and all that. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember them. Those are them dudes that's more popular than Roman Reigns.
Jesus Christ.
I told you, when y'all prove me wrong, I'll be quiet. Y'all haven't pointed a match at me yet that this man is working.
Sell hate Roman and
No, I don't hate Roman. I don't hate him. He just is ass. But he's better than Swerve, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But we gotta get ready to get up out of here because it's getting late, and I gotta say goodnight to the wife. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my last off, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all. Shout out to Cody Rhodes, the greatest motherfucking WWE champion ever. Shout out to Triple H for picking up the dub by having Cody Rhodes carry around that championship, even though Cody Rhodes just took an ass whooping from Kevin Owens. Shout out to CM Punk, brutal Hell in a Cell match. Shout out to myself for simply simping over the simplified fact that Nia Jax is the greatest female wrestler ever. I just wish that she's, but I hope Robbie don't hear that. But anyway,
So if you don't hear from Cell in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you know why.
Hey, I gotta disagree, man. Cody sucks, man. As champion,
you said Cody sucks.
boring.
So I
as
got
hell.
controls over here.
Man.
How I get this
You
motherfucker?
got, yo, it's bounties on here, right?
Yeah, it's yeah. You got hit Christopher J Cash App. That's what you got. He said this bounties over here, right? But yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's about to happen.
I send it both to you guys, buddy. You see this?
Nah, you didn't send it. Nah, you got it. It was a Gender Mahal. Yeah, but you got to send the cash app.
I think I saw that. Did you send that to me?
Yeah, I send it to both of you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought you sent the stunning Steve Austin thing. What happened with that?
He said that to me.
I just said that, but I also send it to you. So
I don't see it on mine. The last thing I got from you was that meeting that nobody's supposed to talk about. But no, I ain't got it. I ain't got that.
IG.
But anyway, yeah, send it to me on IG. I catch it.
I send them two videos. You haven't seen that.
Oh.
And then
Where's my message from my son? Oh, damn, you all the way back there. Who is this? SmackDown. Yeah, Jinder Mahal. Yeah, man, maybe it's Jinder Mahal though, man. Jinder Mahal was a beast. He needed to be a new Wolverine, but he ain't better than Cody Rhodes though.
Hey, but still, look at the other thing I send you real quick. Just read the title. You don't have to click the video or nothing. On top of it, read that guy's name.
The debut of Macho Warrior Rick Hogan.
Yeah.
Hey, man, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it. Good night, man. Y'all take it easy. Good night. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, bro.
Later, so. This has been a great show. Appreciate you for having me. Great talk. Can't wait for next week. And check out Randy Hogan. Just look him up.
Randy Hogan.
Randy Hogan. So salute
All
everybody.
right. Any final thoughts? I know Will had to dip. I had to his comments about this Roman Reigns. We're gonna do a Roman Reigns dedication show.
Yeah, just for Cell, just for him.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Roman Reigns dedication show. We'll talk to him about that, or surprise him with it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But any last thoughts, fellas?
Oh yeah, it's a dope show, man. Dope show. I wish I got to give a full thought on Sasha Banks, but it's dope. It's cool though. Maybe next time. I'll let y'all get up out of here. And I'll see y'all next week, man. I'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. We'll be back next week. Appreciate you there, Wills. Hassan, any final words?
Yeah, once again, thank you for bringing us up, bringing me up on the panel, and we continue this great talk. And check out our wrestling bios. There's Wrestling with Regret. Those two channels. I'll send them to you on your IG. There's a lot of great wrestling shows and content.
Okay.
But you like them. But salute. Good night.
Salute, man. Thank you. So thank you guys for tuning in Wrestling Wednesday. Like I said, Bad Blood was a hell of a pay-per-view. A lot of things has transpired from that pay-per-view. We're going to see what happens this Friday night regarding Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, the Bloodline storyline, and where it goes from there. Now, regarding Mercedes Moné and Swerve Strickland, they were just Mercedes, my opinion, not justified. She left. She took a chance on herself and she won. So congratulations to her. Regarding Swerve, he got fired, and that has everything to do with Vince, not necessarily Triple H. I wish he didn't say what he said in the Breakfast Club interview because you kind of burned some bridges. But one thing about Triple H is he will do what's best for business. Otherwise, CM Punk would not be in the WWE right now. So let's give them time. He's doing his own thing. I don't know if that's a $150 million contract, but Swerve, hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your thing. You're gonna be all right. All right, y'all. But like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Sal, appreciate you. On your way out, you like this video, hit the like button one time, subscribe and share. Follow me on my social, links are located in the description. For me and Sal, and run a road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 in the cash out giveaway. Once we reach 500 subscribers, I will give you guys $50 in a Cash App giveaway. But this is Wrestling Wednesday. Shout out to Cellulite. My name is Christopher J. We will be back next week. Peace out. Y'all bless it.